Next speaker is Dr. Siv from CNM in Phnom Penh to give us an update on the situation in Cambodia.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I have a four outline here today. This just one slide to show you the market situation from 23 to 25. And 25 is the data from June to October. And we have a local case. Local case is all transmission in Cambodia. And we have imported case. And you can see here there is progress on malaria is go down from 23 and 25. And you still can see that there is a local case. But now there is some surgeon in some month here. All of these is most likely is P-vivax. The two here all because Cambodia it's 0 PF since 2024, and now we still have only vivax here. But there is this year there is some research or some number there, and we have a number of imported case from 24. 25 is higher or something like this. All the red color is import malaria. If you see detailed species here, we still can see that in 25 there is a certified or PM malaria imported. Yeah, but there is a zero local transmission, but there is an import certified PF from Central Africa, from Korea, and there are some from I don't know that, but we detect some guy from Germany, but they are the tourism. But whether they are passed through some other country, and so they are lent to Cambodia, and so become PF malaria. So we don't know whether they is come from them. We have a PV malaria. You see that number of PV has been decreased for local, but this year you noted imported is more imported is increasing from 6 last year, so now only 10 months is 12. It is double, it at more than 50%. PV malaria most likely is import from Thailand. I don't know Cambodia to Thailand, Thailand to Cambodia, but this is Cambodian people. They go to migrate to Thailand for worker, and when they come back, we detect with malaria. So, but most likely all these people is come from the Rayong provinces. They go to work in Rayong and something. So, linked to that, I think that whatever the question has been done, you have to link the genetic epidemiology here, GenRe-Mekong here, link to the area like Rayong. Because Rayong never had malaria. Because free malaria for couple of years. Why they are happening up again? And this is imported from the same genome or happen in the from other. This is important to know that. And we have P. malariae, but this year also there are some imported P. malariae from Africa and also local K2 people. And we have PK. There is some PKs in the local here. And in general, malaria situation in Cambodia seems to be controllable because we K become low and low. But we still concerned of imported malaria from the other country, especially PF problem from Africa, Central Africa. For PV, we concerned from Africa and also from Thailand because Cambodians go to Thailand and come back with malaria. And we never seen from Vietnam. I don't know. And we also never seen from Laos. Yep, 40. And if you see the map of malaria, you see this 23, this 25. 23, you have a lot of malaria there. You see a lot of dark color, PV malaria. Blue here is PV, and PF is a yellow one. P. malariae is the red one. And 25 here, there is few malaria in the border in Laos, but most likely very still high is the proportion of malaria there. In border with Laos country, it's Stung Tray, but we don't see any imported from Laos actually. But these happen in here in Cambodia, Stung Tray, and we have a lot of the imported case. You see, these are all imported. My worry is all the plant here may land from different country, different province of my, and so this we worry that it may be the resurgence of malaria because they are land everywhere. They are not in one place, so they may probably is a problem of the future for the imported malaria in Cambodia. Next, yep. Yes, there is a challenge, and you can see that there is some activity that currently they're funded by Global Fund. Also, the U.S. AID has been frozen, so some activity is very difficult. So to implement it, and also the risk of the mobile malaria population, and that imported from neighbor country or from the Africa country, and the difficulty is we not ability to do the IDS activity anymore because there are less burden of malaria, and also the lack of mostly is support from USAID. So now USAID is not support anymore, so we don't have any IDS. And so we based on the GenRe-Mekong to update me whether there is a parasite become resistant or something. So this is very important. For key priority on from 25 to 30, we have all priority here, and we will to do continue to do the prevent or reestablishment. We want to make use of digital epidemiology linked to the genetic surveillance system. And as I mentioned that the question from the man from China, and also I just mentioned that we will want to use the epidemiology or genetic here linked to our clinical epidemiology in order to see the real pattern that let's say that if they say that there is a diversity is only the same genome, the same with the same strength, but I want to see link to our epidemiology data that really there are people is not moving out, they are strictly in that area or they moving somewhere. So there is become a work for the national program for the next future, because currently we have a worry that there is some imported maybe make us trouble to reinfection. So I think that there is genetic surveillance. I don't want to read, but this is the last slide. So I will everybody can see that we even the Plasmodium falciparum is no longer in Cambodia, but there is a concern of the vivax right now. There is the remain, and the genetic surveillance should be focused on identify marker like liver stage. Currently, if I ask question that we don't really know that the relapse, the reinfection. So the question, most of the senior management or the minister have always asked, there is a relapse or there is. So I still cannot tell them, because they may happy if you say the relapse. If you say the reinfection, they're not happy, because your transmission still going on, because you don't do work quite well. If relapse, it's not your fault, because the parasites come out from there. So yes, there is a big question, and and hopefully that in the next future, the genetic Mekong can tell that exactly this is really is likely is a relapse, likely a reinfection or something like that. So I think that this is all of my. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Question for Dr. Siv? Yes. Thank
Thank you, Dr. Sip, for very concise presentation, and I think very clear also. So my question is, how you detect PK? You detect by PCR, by slide reading, or what? And the second question is, you have 50% of imported cases. So that's those patients will go to endemic area or that in the city. And in Cambodia, do you have policy to screen all the foreigner come to visit Cambodia, or you screen the Cambodian when they going back from Africa? What's the policy for that? Thank you.
Yeah, quick answer for PK. First, every case we are reconfirmed by microscope. When we do microscope, we put P. malariae / PK, because microscopy we never know that whether PK or PM or PK. So we put /. And after that, this further test by the PCR. So we identify that it is a PK malaria. You see the plan land every imported case. Most of them is come from PF, come from Africa country, Central Africa. Some of them is a soldier. Some of them is individual people. They come to work in Africa. I don't know. They mostly they do a marble construction in Africa, and also they do like mining or something in Africa. And when they come back with PM malaria, there is a challenge for group of people like the peacekeeper, a soldier, much more easy, because when they are land, because they have a troop. When they are land, we have a schedule that if they are land, we screen them at the airport before they are go back home. But not enough, because for experience right now, when they land, when you detect only RDT, because on the spot you do only RDT, but some asymptomatic you cannot detect it. Later on, some of them may become out with positive. So we found some rest of them positive later on. So there is a quite challenge that for imported case that may be a reintroduction for malaria in the area. So there is a problem.
We have a comment here from Sarah online. She said that serological tests like PV serotat could help about us answering the question about relapses. She's wondering whether you're using this yet.
Yeah, quick question with the PV serotat is that a question mark. There still be a question of sensitivity of PV serotat, and the problem is serotat seropositive is likely the 8 month, if you have 8 month infection, or just you already sure, but there's some particular or the antigen there, you are still positive with serotat. So there is overestimate of infection, but for elimination purpose, you should treat every positive serotype, because rather than you provide MDA, and you should treat the people serotype positive. But the problem is serotype is not come to recommendation by WHO yet. So there is currently the program use a grant fund like Global Fund. Global Fund is, I don't know, they're not full technical, but they seem to be their technical. So they not allow us to spend fund for serotype the activity. This is wrong. Serotype cannot do everywhere, but you use in particular elimination, nearly the last elimination. You should do serotype rather than you do MDA. But in the high burden control, you cannot do serotype because this is overestimated. You use the current tool. What strategy you have? In Cambodia, we have serotype pilot in one province, Mandolkiri, and we found around 15 to 20% positive with the sample that we collected, and we provide treatment on them. So we don't know whether serotype is, but for me, I'm thinking that serotype is meaningful for elimination. But even this tool is not really recognized by WHO. But there is no other tool better than that for hypnozoid detection. So if our genetic Mekong here can do more and identify that there is really a relapse something like this, so we may rethinking or something. But however, in the meantime, serotype is the best tool for hypnozoid infection, for low asymptomatic that we cannot detect by the current ODT. Thank you.
Thank you. And by the way, I take your point about integrating more with your other data. I think with Pengbi, we've been talking about this earlier on this year, and I think we need to do more of this with all the countries. So definitely is going to be a major activity for us in the next phase. Can quickly, one more question?
Quick question for Dr. Sip. You mentioned about the PV serotype, very useful tool in your country for reduce the hypnozoid and reduce the transmission and reduce the burden of the blood vivax. I would like to have evidence-based medicine about us. And the second thing, as you know already, the WHO recommendation and the ministry and the national policy of each country, including the Cambodia, not include the serotest for recommendation for treatment, only for treatment, and therefore it is very difficult to conduct to conduct how to treatment for the, when we have a result PV serotest positive. We have a no legal policy about that, and we have no the evidence reduce the hypnozoid and reduce the transmission in the contact. We saw a lot of not only B vivax but also other non-B vivax also decrease sharply in Greater Mekong subregion, including Cambodia. And the second thing I would like to comment about the beekeeping fort when they come back to Vietnam. Here the first day they come to Vietnam, we take the three tool. The first Yimsa slide, second RDT, and the last for the filter paper, the DBS filter paper. And if the positive, okay, treat. If negative, okay, next week come back to try again one more, because we would like to block it in the 14 day for them. My country experience about the imported case from the beekeeping. But what do you think about in your country and in my country? All of the Cambodian people come from the Central Africa or all the harbor and big area now. Come back to the port. Come back to the airport. We take the blood and we check for by PCR. Yes or no?
Yeah, I just quick question that for peacekeeper we do the same as you. We collect three diagnoses. We do rapid test. We collect slide. We filter paper for PCR. But the result slide and filter paper is not the same day because when they are land here, physical land. Let's say they send land 1 o'clock, they need to go rushly to go back home because they are miss their family for 2 years, 3 years. You cannot force them to stay. So our only RDT detected is the negative. We collect the other two samples. They rapidly go back home. So the result later on we get positive. We track them to provide treatment. Yeah, but sometimes it takes time because the people may not go around in their hometown and they go somewhere. So every piece of paper we collect not only the 3 samples, we collect number of telephone because very important to call them where are you because we have to give you when they are result positive by PCR or something, so we need to track them. I agree with you with PV that is not really is recognition by WHO, but for elimination, I just would like to tell you that if you want to eliminate malaria, you have to eliminate two sources. One parasite in human, the other parasite in mosquito. If you only eliminate parasite in human, mosquito still parasite, reinfection again. Because right now transmission is not really happen in the village. They happen inside the place that they work. The source transmission mostly forest and somewhere. So I need to clean parasite mosquito in the forest, and as well as the parasite in the human body. So later on, because you cannot stop people go to the forest, you cannot. Yeah, if parasite in the mosquito still exists in the forest, you never eliminate malaria. So the the purpose of elimination, you have to do both. So whatever you have to do here, you have to clean parasite in the body at least 3 months in the people who come in at least 3 months, and so later on mosquito will be clean because they don't have any parasite to pick anymore because all this population already clean for 3 months. 3 months, what does mean? 1 month is enough, but the problem is you cannot provide treatment everybody, especially asymptomatic. We don't know because they will take again. But and also the problem of relapse. That if they are relapse come, mosquito have a chance to pick up again, especially vivax. Vivax is very challenging. When they come all together, including gametophyte. Not like falciparum, they take some time to produce gametophyte. But for vivax, even asymptomatic, but they already have gametophyte inside their body. So mosquito have ability to pick up and to transmit. So this is a very challenging for vivax. Okay.
Great. Thank you very much.